You have your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. I have a bunch of IDs in there, sorry. I have my department ID and my FOID card.
I got his ID.
Yeah, I already gave her my ID, I'm sorry. Can you not cuff me, please? If we can keep this out of the news, that's the only thing I ask for you, please, bro.
Okay, man.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. At about 2:30 a.m., two vehicles were involved in a collision after a car driven by Deputy Roy Peters ran a stop sign and clipped another driver. While there were no injuries, both vehicles were towed, and upon arrival, officers of the Quincy Police Department spoke with both parties to determine what had happened.
My fiance works at the hospital and she's trying to text me her insurance information. This is her car.
Okay.
So I have the registration right here.
Okay. What happened?
I looked and then I went through the intersection. I didn't see him and I clipped him.
Okay. You have your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Maybe. I have a bunch of IDs in there, sorry.
130 this one.
Go ahead.
Yours will be your tow.
10-4.
I guess I don't have my driver's license in here. I have my department ID and my FOID card.
Deputy Peters can't seem to find his driver's license because he has already given it to another officer on scene just a couple minutes prior. Sergeant Scott now approaches and provides Officer McGee the license.
I guess I don't have my driver's license in here. I have my department ID and my FOID card.
What's your name?
Roy Peters.
I got his ID.
Oh.
Did I already give you my ID? Okay. Yeah, I already gave her my ID. I'm sorry.
Deputy Peters now claims that he has not been drinking, but there are clues that appear to contradict his denial.
How much you had to drink tonight, man?
I haven't had anything to
Dispatch
drink.
279
No.
That bracelet on your right wrist tells me different.
No, I went there with my
West
friends.
Main Park, People
Okay.
AMR, Robert K. King, Sam, percent K, middle
This
initial
is
E. Edward,
my
email, date of birth
insurance
217
Okay.
of 99,
Come over to the sidewalk for me real quick.
21799, second's gonna be through Ohio.
Despite knowing the dangers of consenting to a field sobriety test, he agrees to perform them. Now knowing he is likely to fail, he admits that he has been drinking with the all-too-famous "just a couple beers, officer."
A. Adam, L. Lincoln, A.
So,
Adam,
how much you had to
Sam,
drink tonight?
Sam, I. Ida, A. Adam, middle
I've
initial
had a
St.
couple
Nora,
beers.
female,
How many's a
date of birth
couple?
I am just a few. I was bringing home one of my other friends. It's a
12 of
deputy.
98.
I'm a deputy in Pike County, Missouri.
Okay. Where's your friend at? In your vehicle?
No, I had already dropped them off.
Okay.
I was on my way home.
Alright. Hang out right here for me.
Officer McGee now has Deputy Peters perform the rest of
Now, how many of y'all think this brotherhood goes across state lines? Or at least county lines, however far they are apart. This brotherhood is strong, man. All right?
the field sobriety tests, which he fails miserably.
I'm going to place my right foot in front of my left foot.
Yes.
1011,
No,
1012,
no.
2013, 2014,
No.
2015.
Alright, man. Do me a favor and put your hands on your back, right?
Okay, so far so good. Pretty above board.
Can you not cuff me, please?
I have to cuff you, man. It's department policy.
Fortunately for Deputy Peters, he did not have a firearm in his possession at the time.
Do you have a gun in your car, man?
I don't think so.
I see you've got a bunch of ammo in there. You don't have a gun or anything?
I don't think my son arms him.
Okay. You have anything on you
What
here?
did he just say?
Yeah.
He now asks
Okay. You have any? I
don't think so.
I see you've got a bunch of ammo in there. You don't have a gun or anything?
I don't think my son arms him.
Okay. You have anything
What?
on you here?
No.
Yeah.
he now asks to speak off camera.
What's up?
You still have your camera on.
Yeah.
Can we keep this
I do.
off?
Recording muted.
Hello.
No longer muted.
The audio is muted for roughly 8 seconds.
No longer muted.
And here we go. Just like that. We were doing so good. Everything was above board, right? No favoritism, no nothing. I wonder how many citizens can ask, yeah, can we keep this off the record? If that was a citizen, he'd hit the button and then the same second hit it again. And he'd have got all that on camera. That's just evidence, man. All that is evidence. The brotherhood is strong.
You're all right, man.
I know. I feel just
I-
as bad for you as I know you have to do this. And I'm not expecting you to be any different, and that's why I didn't say anything.
No.
You know, but I just, if we can keep this out of the news, that's the only thing I ask for you, please.
We're good, man. All right, we're good.
I'm the most felony arrest in my county out of anybody.
How long you been there?
Nine months.
9 months. Okay. Just hang tight for me.
Despite only having been employed with the Pikes County Sheriff's Office for 9 months, his claim to have the most felony arrests only makes his situation look worse. With such boastful
So I didn't even catch that's what he was doing. So let me get this right. You're bragging about arresting people for breaking the law, yet you're the person trying to ask for a slide on what could have been, if not is, felony charges. I'm pretty sure that is a felony charge. So you're just admitting that you're a walking, talking hypocrite. Okay. Listen, man, I know people get caught up in a lot of things. Again, if this was just a regular everyday person, okay. But again, I hold officers to a higher standard than the people that they are set to enforce laws on, per se. And that's unexcusable. It really is, you know? At that point, at the very least, hold them to the same standard. Nothing less. The same standard.
accolades, Deputy Peters should know better than to drive while impaired. Officer McGee now moves Deputy Peters' cuffs to the front.
Can I get these put in front of me? I mean, yeah. I mean, I promise you I'm not.
You're all right, man. You're all right, man.
Deputy Peters was transported to the Adams County Jail.
You guys called my agency yet?
No, we won't. No, we don't. We don't do stuff like that, man.
They will, however, mute their body cam multiple times during the booking process. Finally, it was time for the breathalyzer, and despite over an hour and a half passing since the accident, Deputy Peters blows a .192, almost 2.5 times the legal limit. He was then issued a citation for failing to
Just a couple of beers. I came here for my boy. I didn't drink that much. Man, get
obey
out of
a
here.
stop sign and was served an immediate notice of summary suspension of his driver's license.
You have the right to a hearing to contest your suspension/revocation. You must file a petition to rescind your suspension/revocation within 90 days of this notice. Because you submitted to testing conducted pursuant to Section -11 501.2, which disclosed an alcohol concentration of .192, which is greater than .08 or more. So basically what I just read to you is your driver's license 46 days from today, the state will automatically suspend it.
Yeah.
You have
Still above board so far, at least in my book. Some
You have the
shady
option
stuff
to-
definitely went down. But from what we're seeing and able to hear, let's see.
fight that within 90 days, all right? You get a copy of this too with this warning to motorists, all right?
Just over a month after the incident, Deputy Peters petitioned the court to rescind his license suspension. His petition claimed that Officer McGee had no reasonable grounds to believe that he was driving under the influence. The court granted the petition on the grounds that, quote, not on public roadway, no objection by state. Video evidence and officer testimony contradict this. And finally, on July 7th of 2022, Deputy Peters' DUI case and his failure to obey a stop sign ticket appeared to have been dismissed. On the same day,
Luckiest man in the world, y'all. Round of applause. How? I'm telling you, a citizen would never have this kind of luck. Because that's all it is, right? Luck, knowing the right people, being in the right circles, right? Ah, here we go again. You know what? All I will say is, at least at this point, it wasn't, from far we're seeing, it wasn't an officer not doing his job. Again, there's some shady stuff that definitely went down with the mutant and the stuff.
Stop sign ticket appeared to have been dismissed. On the same day of the alleged dismissal, Mr. Peters was charged instead with reckless driving, a Class A misdemeanor, and the clerk at the circuit court says that the DUI case has now been sealed. And
All right, so I guess there's our answer then. There's our answer. So there was shady on top of shady on top of shady that ended in shady. Just dark all over, right? Again, what citizen could be that lucky? There isn't one. You have to have the connections. You have to have 9 months on the force, and they've welcomed him into the force with loving arms, and you're part of the brotherhood. And like I said, the only redeeming thing about this, in my opinion, is from what it looks like, even though, again, we don't know for sure, it seemed like the officer that pulled him, gave him the ticket, brought him to jail, actually did his job above board. No, not much control after that, though, right?
if all of the above is true, it only further solidifies the idea that there are rules for thee, but not for me. Thanks for watching. If you have a video,
Guys, thanks for watching. That was this one. I must say I wasn't surprised for. No, let me take that back. I was surprised. I just figured that it would be the cop that did it, not the legal system, not the judges. You know? Hey, when you think you have one problem, sometimes it's two. No sense in arresting them if nothing ever happens, right? No sense of holding them accountable if the true judge of character says, nah, they're good. Either way, it is what it is. Like, shine a light on this kind of stuff, right? Guys, thank you for kicking it with me for another video. See you in the next one, all right? Peace.